share with you some, I guess, what you could say, just like personal experience that I've been going through on my journey of spiritual awakening, or whatever it is. I guess it would be spiritual awakening that's happening, or it could be dead. There's also that possibility, but I'd like to think that I'm not dead and I'm just going through a spiritual awakening. I have to share this information because it doesn't just concern me, it concerns everyone. And I'm hoping that my experience wakes some other people up or helps some people. Because, well, first of all, back in 2020, when I went to the Birds of a Feather Music Festival, and my soul left and was in the sky, or out of my body and in the infinite. You know, I've talked about this before if you've watched any of my other videos. There were other souls there, and not everyone has souls that you encounter. Not everybody does, but there are people that do. And I'm one of them, and I know that I have a soul because I've been outside of my body, and I've been in that pure soul consciousness, that free, that ball of light. You know, if you're a paranormal investigator and you see those orbs in photos, you know, those are real. Like, we have those. Not everybody does, but we, you know, a lot of people have these souls. And anyway, since I came back to my body, I'm just going to describe what it was like when my soul came back to my body. It was like I could feel everything around me, like I could feel molecules of air. I don't think I was 100% awakening like to God, because if I was 100% awakened to God, I wouldn't be going through so much confusion. But I was, and that, I feel like that was a lot of the reason. Like, had I lived a life where I wasn't, you know, experimenting with, you know, smoking cigarettes or drinking or, you know, other things that I've experienced. I'm hearing voices right now, and they're real. So that's what, and I'm not imagining them. And it has nothing to do. I've been clean, like, has nothing to do with drugs or anything like that. But since I had left my body and came back to my body, I have been able to hear voices of spirits, and actually, like, a couple of them are spirits. Like, I know at least two of them. I don't really know their names. I'm not sure if they're telling me the truth or lying to me, so I'm not going to say, and it doesn't matter. But I actually have seen their souls, so I know that they have a soul and it looks like mine. And they talk to me, so I know that they're real because I've seen their souls. And when I saw their souls not inside their body, like, I could hear they had a voice, and it was like coming out of their light. So the voice was coming out of their light, And I remember this, and it wasn't a dream. Like, it was very real. And I know it's real because it was more truth than this world will ever tell you. Because this world is not real. um, yeah, this world's definitely, I mean, it's real, but it's not real. And, like, the world, I wanna read something. I wanna read these lyrics because I'm not really great at speaking everything that I know right now. I feel a lot of, I don't really feel that much pressure right now, but I just want to read the lyrics to War Pigs by Black Sabbath. I'm going to read them to you, okay? I know some musicians like music and they don't like to hear the lyrics, or they don't listen to them, or they're, it's, and even if you listen to music and you sing it along, Soja has this song where they're like, you sing along to me. It's not their exact words, but it's like, you sing along to my lyrics, but do you know what you're saying? Do you understand? When you sing a song, it doesn't matter what song it is, do you understand what you're singing? You may have looked up the lyrics and you're like, I love to sing this song. This is my jam. I love to sing this song. But do you know what you are singing? So I'm going to read the song War Pigs to you by Black Sabbath. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning, death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah. Politicians hide themselves away. They only start the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave that role to the poor, yeah. Time will tell on their power minds, making war just for fun, treating people like pawns in chess. Wait till their judgment day comes, yeah. Now in darkness, world stops turning, ashes where their bodies burning. No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On their knees, the war pigs crawling, begging mercy for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah. Because, Satan was in the, Satan was written in the bigger of all things. So, but I just wanted to read that to you. There's a lot. There's a lot of, almost any song, unless it's like, hey girl, back that ass up. Hey, you look good, girl, back that ass up. We're like jamming to those songs and stuff, and it's fun and everything. So there's those songs, but like a lot of the songs they really speak a story of what is happening right now on the planet. Like, that is one of them. I mean, any band. Tropidelic, if you listen to Tropidelic, you know. And all of the music and all of the lyrics go back to the higher self. We are self. This is ego self. Robin is an ego of God. Self. Little s. And then there's big self, which is the higher self, connected to the infinite God, who is the ultimate creator of everything, which goes back to the Bible. Because even if you don't read the Bible, or you don't follow the Bible, or you don't go to church, there are so many things in the Bible that you can connect to any song that you were singing. Anything in the Bible, like any relationship in the Bible, any situation talked about in the Bible, all literally everything goes back to God. They're yelling at me right now. They're saying, leave. And so that's the other thing. Like, ever since I woke up, and I've been like with one foot in the system and one foot out of the system, they have been trying to control my mind. They have come against me. When I say they, I don't know who I'm referring to, like maybe Babylon, or basically the people that are in charge of the system. That are like, okay, and I'm sharing this because it's really important. Poisoning their brainwashed minds, because we are all brainwashed. And I am well aware, I don't know who, because I can't tell yet, I'm well aware that some of you are just part of the system and part of the matrix. The matrix being our mind, my mind, the matrix, and the system, which is inside of our mind, the matrix. But we are all connected, whether we're in the matrix or out of the matrix. And when you open a door like I did, where your soul kind of like goes through into the darkness and comes back into a body, but you didn't get all the way there. Like, you were there, but it was like confusing, and people that were part of the matrix, and some people, like, I don't know, like tried to play tricks on you. My mind basically it opened a door, and these people or spirits or whatever you want to call them entered my mind. And so, like, when I go someplace, it's not just like going normal. Like, going to the grocery store is not normal. Like, going to a concert is not normal anymore. It's not like I can just go to a concert and like everybody is like, woohoo, normal, we're all dancing, have a good time. I see everybody having a good time, but sometimes people talk and I hear them talking, but their mouths aren't moving. Okay? So, this world is not totally real. So I've been trying to have, ego death again, because that's basically what I had when my soul left my body, and which I've been trying to experience before I actually leave my body and don't have a chance to have ego death. and open up to the God consciousness and bring down love, which is what has been my intention this whole time. Because I am love, no matter what Satan says, no matter what these other voices say, no matter what the system says. I am love, and I'm trying very hard now to speak my truth and to help, because they tell me that there's nobody left that needs to wake up. There's nobody left that needs to wake up. You're the last one. You're the last person on earth. You're the last person on earth. That's what they tell me. You are the last person on earth. You're the last person. So, like, you're the last person on earth. Nobody else matters. You're the last person on earth. No. Okay? I've been fighting with this. I know I'm not the last person on earth, and even though some of you are part of the Matrix, I know very well that a lot of it is just my mind playing tricks on me, and them trying to play tricks on my mind. And a lot of you are already awake, and some of you aren't. So I'm sharing this video in hopes that it'll help some of you. And if you haven't looked up ego, please look up ego. If you have not looked up ego, mind, and relationships, please look up ego, mind, and relationships. They're screaming leave at me. And I'm like, this has been going on for 2 years. If I could leave, I would already be gone. I've been working on it. Anyway, they're screaming at me. It doesn't matter. They're just mad at me because I'm finally speaking my truth in a way that I hope helps. And I hope it helps somebody. And it's helping me by letting it out. So I might do another video later, but if not, because I don't know how I feel, then I hope that this helps. Look up ego, mind, because we are not our minds. We are more than our minds. And a lot of the trauma and things, even when we get stuck in our minds, a lot of the trauma and a lot of the, like, oh my God, I cannot go through this another time. I cannot. Like, she broke my heart. He broke my heart. Horribleness, suffering. A lot of that is actually, it's real suffering to us because we're experiencing it, but it doesn't have to be as difficult as it is. So please look up ego and the ego experience and the spiritual awakening experience if you haven't already, because it is helping me, and so I hope it helps you. And anyway, thank you.